About a month ago, I say now, I was in the hospital for a staph infection. And the staph infection has gone away now. My foot's feeling better, which is great, which is a praise. But I was in the hospital. I was laying in the, not a bed, but I was laying in the, on the, table that they have for you to lay on. And I remember we were the only, well, at least at that time, in our part of the hospital where we're at, we were the only one there. Like it was a ghost town. It was really amazing that God kept away for that because he knew that I was coming and I had been waiting to get this staph infection treated for a while with no progress. So it was amazing that happened. But I remember I was in the hospital and one of the machines that they had, it didn't go haywire, but it stopped working. They warned us that it might stop working because it's new technology that they got. I think it's a new medicine they're trying. I think, but they warned us that it might go rogue, so to speak, and it did. In the first minute or two, it went rogue. It stopped working, and not only did it start working, but it started beeping to us, the doctors and nurses, and all the people there that this thing wasn't working, something wasn't right. And I say it took about 10 minutes for someone to come in, and the nurse once they came in, which which if she sees us with Chaya and Yaki, I'm not throwing any shade at the nurse. I'm not trying to throw under the bus, so to speak, because I remember she was really nice. We had some good conversations. They made sure us comfortable, made sure everything was working right, made sure I'm not in. So if you see this, I'm not throwing shade at you in any way. You're great. But something you said reminded me of something. When you came in, and when she came in, and when she fiddled with the machine and everything, which eventually she got working in a second or two, I guess. When she came in, she said, "Sorry, I thought someone else was gonna handle it. Maybe she was busy with something else. I don't know. Cause like I say, you, when I got there, no one was in our wing of the hospital. But maybe she was doing something else regardless. I don't know. But it reminded me of something. Turn with me to Exodus 4:11 through 12. Again, that's Exodus 4:11 through 12. Some context when we back up a little bit. Haman, the king's advisor at that time, had just issued a decree to destroy the Jews. And I think it was just because of one man. It was just because of Mordecai that he wanted to destroy the Jews. Hate is a powerful motivator, people. But we pick up in verse 11. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces know that any man or woman who goes into the inner court of the king who had not been called, he had but 1 year, put all to death, except this one to whom the king holds out his golden scepter, that he may live. Yet I myself have not been called to go into the king these 30 days. So they told Mordecai after the words, and Mordecai told them and said, do you think in your heart that you escape in the king's palace any more than all the other Jews? For if you remain completely silent at this time, Reeve and the Ephraim will arise for the Jews from another place. But you and your father's house will perish. Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such time as this? I want to stop right there for a second. What she reminded me of, which she said I saw someone else would handle it, and what the story reminded me of, is kind of going along with someone that week. They're not mutually exclusive, but kind of going along with something that week. Never yet anyone do something that you can do yourself. Like Mordecai said, maybe Reeve would arise from another place, and maybe everything would be good anyway. But he's asking Ed to do it because she's actually the king's wife. She's supposedly have the other sway with the king. I know she doesn't sound too confident in the matter in the verses above, but she's supposed to be have the other sway with the king. That's why Mordecai ain't gonna do this. Mordecai tried to persuade her to go to the king and to plead for the eyes of her people. And like he said, as he ended his verse, maybe everything will be alright. But we see in verse 15, it says, go, gather all the Jews who are present in Shushan and fast for me, which I know it says that wrong, I'm sorry. Neither eat nor drink for 3 days, night or day. My maids now fast likewise, and so I will go to the king, which is against the all. And if I perish, I perish. At this suiting authority, she's saying, hey, what have I got to use, really? Well, other than my eyes, that may be taken away anyway. So, what have I got to use here? Now, I'm gonna go out on the limb and say people's situations today aren't as dire as Esther and Mordecai's situation and the situation of the Jews. But the point still stands. Because Esther could have said, I'm not doing that. Get someone else to do that. You do that, Mordecai. Or, because Mordecai even says, maybe Reeve will come from another place. But Esther and her family will perish. And Ed did not want to take that chance. Mordecai says, hey, you to say you've not been put here, you've not been put here in such position for such time as this. Ladies and gentlemen, you may feel insignificant in your station. You may feel like you can do more. You may feel like you're not doing enough. But just like Esther, God had you put in a position for His glory, well, for His ultimate glory, to help people and to be a light and to be a change for people. Someone could do what God's asking you to do, but no one could replace you. I mean, no one's gonna do something as good as you can do something. And how do I know that? Because God created you uniquely. As it says in Psalms, He knit you in your mother's womb. He knew you before anybody else knew of you, before you even twinkle in your father's eye, He knew you. So He did create you unique. And who's to say He didn't put you in situation for such time as this? Because someone may need you right now. And the worst thing you can do is be able to help someone, but yet someone else do that. Guys, I love you. God bless you. I'll see you next